Following the distressing events of having to rescue Haley from getting kidnapped by bad guys, Nightwing discovers that there are many more hits aimed for Dick Grayson than he realized. Therefore, Dick has to find a clever way to be both Dick Grayson and Nightwing at the same time. The greatness of Tom Taylor's Nightwing is back, folks. Welcome to Nightwing 2022. For this issue welcomes comic book readers to the new year like never before. Now, the issue's story is pretty basic. Dick holding a press conference for his charity in Blüdhaven, whilst under fire from hired assassins. Overall, the plot is pretty simple, yet it's the execution that makes the difference. Every page is riddled with heart, depth, and emotion. And so it's obvious that everyone from Tom Taylor, Bruno Rodano, and Adriano Lucas absolutely adore the character of Nightwing. And not only does it show through the book's dialogue and every scene featuring Dick Grayson, but it's also the characters around him, the arrival of the Titans. Here, every single member of the team views Nightwing with the utmost respect. They protect him like a brother, and they are willing to lay down their lives for him, no matter the cost. Because everyone knows, from Starfire to Beast Boy to Batgirl, that Dick is the best of us, and that he's the one who can actually help and save the people of Blüdhaven. He can actually make a difference. The second part, plot-wise, that I also enjoyed was seeing that there are two different parties interested in taking out Dick Grayson, that being the crime lord Blockbuster and the mysterious Heartless character, whom last we saw was actually much more financially independent than his initial appearances suggested. I love the fact that both parties are against each other and are clearly not on the same side. And yeah, it definitely builds interest, especially towards the villain Heartless. The art by Bruno Rodano and the colors by Adriano Lucas look fresh and clean. There's definitely a palette of blues that works extremely well in the colors. But because of Bruno's craft, it allows all these different blues to mold well onto the page. Essentially, much like the story, the art is done so in a way that showcases the undergoing change Blüdhaven is experiencing, that being a bright change under the guise of Nightwing. Overall, Nightwing issue number 88 was a perfect issue, giving us the ability to hope for something greater for Blüdhaven, whilst also acting like a silent love letter to the character of Nightwing. Also, Tom Taylor's script seems to suggest that Nightwing should be considered to a level of greatness similar to, how we hold up Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman as the pillars of DC Comics. Nightwing issue number 88 gets a sexy 10 out of 10. Our story begins with Dick Grayson surveying the city of Blüdhaven, and basically through off-panel narration, Dick is telling us that he can see how Blüdhaven can be a better place, a city to be proud of. Yet there are some in Blüdhaven who see themselves as something more powerful and more worthy than the regular and decent folk of the city. And so in order to properly protect Blüdhaven, Nightwing has to contend with those who resort to vile actions in order to stay afloat. People like Blockbuster. And from there, we pick up with the villain Blockbuster inside his office tower, and we see the giant hulkling monster communicating with someone mysterious. Now, this person, we don't get to see who it is, but it's obvious from the way that these two are talking and whatever it is that they're talking about, that it has something to do with killing Dick Grayson. From there, we switch over to Barbara Gordon at Dick's apartment, who seemingly is having the same sort of conversation with someone mysterious, someone whom we can't see. However, this has more to do with Dick's protection and his well-being, and that whatever it is that they're talking about, Dick doesn't know about it. Now, once Barbara ends communications, Dick jumps through the window to deliver breakfast. And of course, flirty banter occurs because love. Eventually, the two begin to have a serious conversation regarding Dick's well-being, because later today, Dick will be holding a live press conference for the Alfred Pennyworth Foundation. But Barbara is concerned because, given on what happened in the last issue, she's worried about the price that Blockbuster has put on his head. But of course, Dick is trying to act nonchalant about it. And with that, we switch over to the Blüdhaven docks, where all the homeless kids used to live. And we see Dick giving a speech about the foundation and how it can help the homelessness within Blüdhaven. Therefore, this docking area will be called Haven, and everyone from the homeless to Blüdhaven's community are welcome to stay and to feel safe. But while this is happening, we are seeing a sniper within the distance, and it turns out that it's Gun Bunny. and she's getting ready to achieve a headshot moment on Dick Grayson. And just as she pulls the trigger, the bullet is stopped in the nick of time because Starfire has come to save the day and to save Dick Grayson. But not only is Starfire here, but we also see Donna Troy show up in all glorious badass fashion. And with Starfire and Donna taking out Gun Bunny, Barbara radios in to let them both know that typically when it comes to Gun Bunny, there's always another shooter present. And that appears to be the case, as we see Gun Bunny's partner, Gunhawk, and bam, Gunhawk's sniper gun goes off. But again, Dick is saved by Wally West. And it turns out that earlier, Barbara was actually talking with the Titans to serve as Dick Grayson's security detail, since he's now a public figure. Now it's here where Gunhawk ditches his position and retreats inside the building, and after reporting his failure and being cornered by someone at the door, we see Blockbuster completely pissed off, and he sends in B-Team, which consists of a squad of armed thugs decked out in hockey masks, and their orders are to get Grayson. Now once Wally gets Dick to safety, the rest of the Titans begin to show up, including Mr. Terrific, and though Dick Grayson is under fire, Nightwing isn't. Therefore, both Mr. Terrific and the Flash have cooked up a brand new spanking suit for Dick to don. And with that, we see Nightwing all suited up and he's ready to kick some ass. And from there, we see the Titans, all of its classic members, present, for they are here to protect Dick Grayson and to protect Blüdhaven. But more importantly, they're here to kick ass. Thus, we witness the Titans coming together. Now, after the beatdown that they give all the bad guys, the Titans pay Blockbuster a visit up in his office tower. Now, legally, they don't have any solid proof that Blockbuster was actually behind the hit. However, everyone and their mothers know that Blockbuster was the one responsible. However, despite not possessing concrete evidence, the Titans give Blockbuster a friendly reminder that they believe in Dick Grayson and that they believe in his vision. And so from this moment forward, Dick Grayson is under the Titans' protection. So yeah, essentially things just got a lot harder for Blockbuster. And once the Titans leave, Blockbuster is furious and he is calling out for Gunhawk to respond. But sadly he is not answering. But for good reason. Because as we transition scenes, we pick up with Heartless, and it appears that the villain has Gunhawk hostage, and he's beating the crap out of him, demanding that he reveal as to who hired him to take out Dick Grayson. To which Gunhawk reveals that it was Blockbuster. Now Heartless seems pretty annoyed, but he also seems somewhat relaxed, because he apparently always knew that one day he would need to deal with Blockbuster. Now once the interrogation ends, Heartless, being the creep that he is, wonders if Gunhawk cares for someone. Basically wondering if there's someone out there that, who relies on him, and if there's someone out there, who will miss him. And Gunhawk's like, yeah, Gun Money. Like, we're everything to each other. Like, she's my girl. And from there, Heartless takes out his heart-stealing gun and shoots Gunhawk as he begins to drill for his heart. And that, folks, was the end of Nightwing, issue number 88. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. And as always, I am your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 89? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace.